Hello everyone, I am Neha Kakkar, Faculty of Business Studies in SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur. In the previous video, I have explained one of the barriers to effective communication, that is semantic barriers. In today's video, I'll be explaining psychological barriers. So let's start, students. Psychological barriers. Psychological barriers are also known as emotional barriers. Psychological barriers arise on account of the emotional or psychological status of the sender and receiver of the message. The communication largely depends upon the mental condition of a person. If a person is not mentally or emotionally sound, then he cannot communicate effectively, either as a sender or a receiver. There are 4 types of psychological barriers. The code is DPL, DPL squared, where D stands for distrust, P stands for premature evaluation, L stands for loss by transmission and poor attention, again L stands for lack of attention. Let's understand each in detail now. First, distrust. The first psychological barrier is distrust. Lack of mutual trust between the sender and the receiver acts as a barrier to effective communication. When the parties do not believe in each other, then they cannot understand each other's message in its original sense. Second, premature evaluation. The tendency to form a judgment before listening to the entire message is known as premature evaluation. Communication is likely to fail if the receiver evaluates the meaning of the message before the sender completes the message. Let's understand it with the help of an example. Mr. Rohit has a pre-notion that his boss always finds faults with his presentation. During one of his presentations, his boss wanted to appreciate his hard work, but before he could complete, Rohit closed the presentation and left the room. Third barrier, loss by transmission and poor retention. When the communication passes through various levels or channels, it may result in complete loss of transmission or transmission of inaccurate information. Usually, people cannot retain the information for a long time also if they are inattentive or not interested. Let's understand it with the help of an example. Mohan told his secretary to inform all the departmental heads about the meeting at 9:30 a.m. in the morning. She informed 3 departmental heads at the scheduled time for the meeting. On her way, she met her friend and started talking to her and forgot to inform other departmental heads about the meeting. The fourth barrier is lack of attention. The fourth psychological barrier to communication is lack of attention. Lack of attention is one of the main reasons of misunderstanding among superiors and subordinates. If the receiver is preoccupied with thoughts or some work, then he or she may not concentrate or pay attention to the message being transferred. Let's take an example. A supervisor reports about the progress of the work to his boss, but the boss is preoccupied with another work. Such lack of attention makes the communication process one-way and ineffective. I hope you all must have understood the types of psychological barriers. I hope you all must have understood. Thank you all. If you liked the video and found it helpful, then please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.